Do you find me fuckable in my tie leather pants? If you find me touchable, extend your hand for a grab.
Welcome to Hard Talks with Chris and Friends, where topics that are hard or will make you hard are talked about. Where things get real and unfiltered. Here is your host, Christopher Velasquez.
Hello, you guys. Welcome back. A lot of us use fashion as an armor. Growing up, in a straight kind of world, the only way I was able to put a little flair in my stuff before I was even comfortable being myself was through my fashion. And I have explored a lot of different fashion genres. From like I went punk and I was, the sporty guy to like now that I live in a more comfortable place. Like I love a shorts with a cute top, and playing with the gender constructs are like wearing a crop top. I shop in the girls department. Clothes doesn't really have a gender, so I don't give it a gender. If I like a shirt that's in the girls department, I'm gonna wear it. But anyways, tonight I have a super great guest that has an amazing Instagram, YouTube. He will give you a look, darling. He, on his YouTube channel, talks about fashion and has an amazing brand that launched earlier this year and that is giving us some amazing looks. It's the real Brian J. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. Honestly, it's actually my first podcast, so be gentle. Maybe bring out some lube.
I'm not much of a lube person, more of a spit person, but I'll make sure.
Me too. You're fine.
I'll make sure there's enough spit. How are you?
I'm good. I just got a haircut. I was telling you. So yeah, but I'm excited. I'm excited to talk to you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I was born in Pennsylvania, raised in Apopka here in Florida. My parents are Puerto Rican. I've always been into like art and like, I don't know, I've always been like a very extra kid. When we were little kids, we had like this closed broadcast system TV like programs on at school.
Yeah.
Well, I was the one like hosting it. Like I was always the one. I got in trouble for making a newspaper. I really didn't get in trouble for making the newspaper, but I got in trouble so we took a bunch of names of like guys and girls and we did a section that was called Hot or Not.
So you guys did a burn book.
And I got in trouble because of that. And then my punishment was to actually do a newspaper, and that's what I wanted to do. So it really wasn't a punishment, but I had like a teacher supervise like the paper before I came out. But yeah, anyways, I was very extra. Did plays. I'm an actor. You were talking about fashion earlier. I always struggled to look for stuff that really I identified with. Like I always struggled with it when I was a little kid, and even when like I was like middle school, high school, I really couldn't find what I liked. I would resort to PacSun for some reason, and PacSun is definitely not my style. But it was the closest thing to like what I wear. And I just couldn't find what I really wanted. And I feel like in recent years, actually like pretty recent, like in the last 2 or 3 years, I've actually found who I am via fashion. I think you mentioned about like now being older and finding what you like. I think it's all about discovering yourself. It's about finding who you are and then finding what you really like. And I feel like I'm at that level right now that I actually know what I want, I know what I like, and I know what I want to wear. And I'm going to wear it.
Yeah. And you have some, if anybody goes to your Instagram, you have some amazing looks. Like I remember, you don't know this, but you know how you could save people's posts?
Oh, you're one of them.
Yeah. I saved so many of your posts because they're just there's like inspiration for like outfits. Like I'm always like, ooh, if I'm ever going to go to brunch, this is the vibe I'm going for. Because you have some of the most amazing looks on your Instagram, and your sense of fashion is, and not only, you're not just doing fashion like I would say like mainstream fashion. Like you're pushing the envelope and you work it, you know. How did you realize?
Don't forget about my
Well, I
walls.
mean, and your walls, but those
Everything
walls
with my
are.
walls.
I'm sometimes like, how did you even find that?
Everyone always asks me the same thing, and honestly, it's the most difficult part of putting the outfit together is finding a fucking wall that matches the outfit. Like, that is the hardest thing.
But so, when did you realize you had that eye for for fashion?
That's a good question. I feel like I said, after I've only had two boyfriends in my life. The first one was horrible. I was with him for 3 years. The second one was a year, and he was such a horrible person. But I thank him because of everything that he did. I feel like that is when I actually found myself, and that includes the fashion, the being more comfortable, more confident with myself. That's definitely when I found myself because of that heartbreak, because of him doing what he did. I feel like that was like the little push I needed to actually find what I wanted to be. And I guess that fashion just, it's just there. I guess it's just there. Like there's no specific way. Like my inspiration is always like obviously like runway shows, but like Gwen Stefani is my queen, and she is always dressing. She's always dressing however she wants, and it just works. It looks cool. It doesn't matter what she wears. It looks cool. Adam Lambert as well, like the way that he wears things, and it's just like he wears it, and it just looks cool. And I feel like that is where I found my inspiration.
So you have a YouTube channel that is doing amazing. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your YouTube channel?
Sure. Long story short, when I was younger, when I was in like middle school, I was a YouTube partner. My little brother started clicking on the ads, and now I am banned from making money from YouTube. But recently, actually last year, I started making videos again, just because I wanted something creative to do. And I'm really passionate about beauty pageants. So I started doing videos about beauty pageants, and then I went to Miss Universe, and a lot of views started rolling in. Then I got like my first 80,000 view video, and then like now I'm sitting on 120,000 view video. And yeah, I just love talking about beauty pageants, and it's just fun. Like I really love beauty pageants. I think Miss Universe has always been like a tradition for, especially for Latinos, for Asians. It's just a tradition, especially in Puerto Rico. It's a big like thing. We have like 5 Miss Universes. We've won like every single crown there is in the world. So it's like a cultural thing. Like I grew up watching it.
You guys for sure do have a very deep connection. And you guys have won a lot of crowns. So my question is, why haven't you guys won a drag race yet?
Ask RuPaul. Ask RuPaul.
Is that the only crown you
Ask my
win?
best friend. She will tell you. She'll be like, RuPaul. I don't know. She never lets the Latina win.
You guys have had some. I don't know. Are you a drag race fan?
I am a watcher.
Don't get canceled now. But you guys have had some amazing queens on. I mean, April Carrion,
Beautiful.
first one that pops in my head. Gorgeous, beautiful.
Jada Sofia.
Yada.
She's just funny.
Yeah, and I'm rewatching All Stars 1.
Oh
Because
God.
they just I listened to the Willem Alaska podcast.
That's
And they're
the
doing
tied one, right? That they're tied. That they're like in teams. Oh my
Yes.
God. That sounds
Yes.
horrible.
So they're redoing that one. And I'm like, Yada is so good. There's just a moment where you're like, girl, you just need to try something new. But you went to Miss Universe. How was that experience?
I did. It was so much fun. Well, it's really weird because I guess that's when I'm most recognized. So just standing around and having people be like, "Oh my God, are you Brian?" I'm like, "Yes." Can I help you? It's a weird sensation, but it's fun, especially when they're like, "Oh, like I watch your videos and it's super fun and I enjoy talking about that." So that's always cool.
What did you do? What did you do in Miss Universe for the people that don't?
Oh, I was press, so I covered the pageant for since I was little. I've been part of like this forum called Missosology, and it's all about beauty pageants and everything. We talk about like every single beauty pageant in the world. So they invited me to cover as press with them. So I went as press, and I got to meet all the girls and talk to them. I even like talked to the winner, and yeah, it was super fun.
Oh wow! And what year was that?
Last year, 2019.
Last year, 2000.
Yeah, this year we don't get a Miss Universe.
I know, trust me, as someone that was gonna run for a title again, this whole Corona thing has really sucked.
Yeah, I heard in your podcast something about like pop play or something. Is that what it is?
No, I run for leather title.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so I ran for Mr. CSW, which is like a leather, basically a pageant contest. If I wish I would have known that you do all of that, so you could have coached me before going.
I wouldn't know what to coach you on.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing as any pageant. Like you have to make sure your looks are on point. You have to have the question and answer part. It's
I
like
can do that.
it's legit everything you would have in a pageant, just done in leather gear.
Okay, interesting.
So earlier this year, you released your own brand of clothes,
I did. Very scary.
which now I guess we could get into this. You released it as almost, what was it? I think it was like a month before we went all into lockdown.
Well, no. I think it was like I think we were already like stepping into lock. Like everything was already shut down. It had been like a little bit. Um, so when I was gonna launch it, like this whole collection, that prior collection, the Dominant collection, was supposed to be much more before coronavirus,
Okay.
but that's when it started. So I held off of like releasing it because I wasn't sure what was going on and everything. So I waited, and then I just had the item sitting there for a while, and I was like, you know what, like at this point I'm just losing money because it's just sitting right there, and like, hey, like if they like it, they like it, and if they don't, they don't. Like, let me go ahead and just release it. So I released it on my birthday on May 31st. Yeah, and it went really well. Shockingly.
I mean, all the items were amazing. I know for sure I got the jock strap and I got the necklace, which said daddy, and God knows I love anything that has daddy on it. But you released shorts and a shirt, right? Um, how was that feeling of having everybody kind of wearing your clothes?
Well, let me tell you, it's still like really weird when I go into Instagram now and I see like I'll just be scrolling and I'll see someone wearing my shirt, and that's really weird, but it's very satisfying too. I created everything obviously based off what I told you before, me being like a little kid and not being able to like find what I liked. I focused a lot on quality and how it felt because I know I just know that when I buy something, I want good quality. So like the quality of everything, you can attest for the jock strap, very comfortable, good
Yeah,
space for
yeah.
packages. um,
Yeah, it was super comfortable, and it's one of my favorites that I use a little bit more often. There's only one other one, but that one is like a fetish underwear, so that one's like different. But your underwear is like your jockstrap is kind of the only one that I
it's
kind
comfy,
of
right?
use
It's
often.
comfy. Yeah, I love
It's
that. And that was
comfortable,
really
yeah.
important to me. Also, pricing was really important to me because as a kid, I knew that things that I kind of like was more inclined to were more expensive. So I wanted to find like a balance of a good price and
Yeah.
everything. And I've also noticed that other brands, like no shade to anyone, like you can price whatever you want to price based off what you think. But in my opinion, I feel like a lot of brands that are smaller, like small businesses, price their items way too much. My items are custom, like everything is made, it's designed by me. It's not something that is on Wish. Um, and then like it's actually made by me. It has my logo. It had like I designed it. Like if you I don't know, like you're not gonna find it anywhere else. So it's special. But I also wanted to give a good price so it was obtainable for everyone. So it was really important. And that's something that I've carried on to this new collection that is I guess out now. And I'm super excited to see everyone wearing it.
Yeah, so talking about this new collection, where did the idea for this new collection came from?
Okay, so funny thing, tie-dye is in. Not to name drop, but James Charles, he released some stuff that were tie-dye a long time ago. And before that, like when I had my first
Yeah.
collection, I already had designs, which I mean, this is audio, so you can't see, but you can see that are behind the wall. Those drawings that are for the new collection, I had designed way before tie-dye was a thing. Like I knew it was going to be a thing, but because of coronavirus, like everything got pushed back. So this collection was supposed to be like a summer collection. So it was supposed to be released for my birthday, not now, but that's how everything works out because
Yeah.
of Miss Corona.
Corona.
But the idea was nostalgia. The collection's called Nostalgic, Broken Nostalgia. Sorry, and it's about elements that obviously encompass my personality. So the transparent shorts, that's a staple of mine. The straps, I love straps. I love fringe. It incorporates that, and then we also have like nostalgic elements. Like the shorts could be considered like those kind of board shorts that we wore as kids in the 90s. The tie-dye is something that we used to make when we were little, when we were in school. We would make tie-dye shirts. So it does encompass that nostalgia. And then the broken is because it's inspired or wanting to project confidence and being yourself and being I don't know, being bold. It's my collections are always going to be about being bold and being different, and that's why we have like a broken heart earring, because it's to symbolize that resurgence of your confidence and your personality. While a lot of people might not walk out and step out in their transparent shorts, but I will, and there's a lot of us that could. It's all about confidence. It's all about owning who you are. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, and the quality is really good.
Amazing. I know. I can't wait to get some pieces. You went for very vibrant colors. You went for colors that make any person feel sexy.
Pink, blue, and my traditional black.
Everybody looks good in the black.
Have to keep black.
But those colors, those pinks, those hot pinks, those reds, always make you feel sexy, right?
Well, honestly, everyone can look good in every color. It's just honestly, it's about how you wear it. I know people will think it's cliche and stuff, but honestly, it's how you wear it. It's how you style it. It's how confident you are in it. So a lot of people might look at the pink and be like, "Ooh, I don't know if I can pull that off." Everyone can pull it off. It's all about how you carry it, how you style it, and how you project it, how you want to show it to people.
And you're doing something that I applaud you for. You're making it for all sizes. So you're not just focusing on those smaller sizes.
On the itty bitty. No. I have from extra small all the way to 2X. I would love to have even bigger if I could. It's definitely something that we've spoken about, and it's important for me. I'm someone that's as confident as I could look. I'm very self-conscious, especially about my body. It's a struggle, and I know like a lot of us struggle with it, especially being gay and being like in this world of technology and social media. It is something that we struggle with, and I want to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to feel cool, to feel sexy.
Yeah, that's important. And you're one of the only brands that makes sure that it's inclusive to everybody.
Oh, trust me, I fight with my manufacturers. They tried to tell me like, "Oh no, we can only do 5 sizes." I'm like, "No."
You're like, I'm pretty sure.
No,
Hey, you have the fabric.
we're doing 2X. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're doing 2X, and that's what we're doing.
So what is there to come besides this amazing launch? What do you see in the horizon?
Well, I told you before, I'm an actor, so I want to find in 2021, I really want to find how to find when like all this Corona crap is over. I want to act more. I definitely want to keep the collection, the brand going and growing. Everyone's support and love is so important, and it makes me happy. Obviously, things cost money, so purchases are really important. But thank God, I mean, it's been going well. I hope it continues to be going well, and I hope people enjoy it and like it. And when they have it in their hands, they're excited and they're like, "Fuck, like I feel sexy, like I love this." And yes, I maybe a Christmas collection, maybe soon. or a holiday collection.
Ooh, okay.
And definitely more YouTube, more looks. Buying clothes is expensive. So I've kind of slowed down on posting look, but yes, it definitely I want to do more.
Yeah, and we for sure want to see more. Like I said, I'm a big fan of yours. And I loved, I bought, like I said, I bought the jock strap and I bought the necklace, and it's one of my favorite necklace. It kind of gives me, whenever I wear it, I feel like Jenny from the block. Like I feel like very like, it,
Well, now it comes in silver, so
so I love that, and like I said, the jock strap is one of the best jock straps I've had. Quality wise, fit wise, I mean, anything looks good on me. I'm just joking, but fit wise is
something I wanted to mention. A lot of people, when I released the first time the faggot necklace, I got like a bunch of good comments and many bad comments. And I just want to like tell everyone the same thing that I said on my Instagram, that when I did this necklace with that word, I know it's a word that's maybe a little bit difficult to digest, but the idea behind it is taking the power away from a word. Words are literally words. Words that are like that are told by someone because they want to affect you. They want to make you feel a certain way, in a bad way. So my idea with having that necklace on your chest, on your neck, is for you to take the power back. Is for you to wear it proudly and be like, you know what? If someone calls you a faggot on the street, you're gonna turn around and be like, yeah, so what?
And it's reclaiming it, reclaiming that word for
yes.
us. I use it. I use the word faggot. I call myself a faggot all the time because I am.
Of course.
I am. And I was lucky that word wasn't used against me a lot. But there was a moment where I was like, but I am. I'm proud of what makes me different. And if being
I live in Florida. I've been called it many times, and at this point it's just like, you know what? Like, whatever, that person, every time someone tells you something negative towards you, what they really want is a reaction.
Yeah.
They want to make you feel some type of way. So if you don't give them that reaction, if you take that power back, then it can't affect you.
Yeah. And sometimes the people that do call you those words wish that they could be happy with themselves at the end of the day.
Exactly.
And wish they could live in their own truth.
It's gone. If you own it, it's gone. There's nothing. Like, there's so many things in this world that you could be worried about. Why are you gonna be like taking time out of your day to be worried about someone calling you a faggot? Like,
yeah, especially in 2020, there's so much more things that are against us right now, that word is the least of our problems. Well, thank you so much again for coming on.
Thank you. Shameless plug, Real Brian J Instagram, the website, realbrianj.com.
Yeah, so I can't wait to have you on again.
Anything fashion related, darling. Or anything sexual. I mean, hey, I'm here for it. Cover your face, but make it fashion.
Where can people find you if they want to find you?
Yes, thank you. And yeah, if anyone wants to find me anywhere, like I said, Real Brian J. All over every social media platform, even TikTok. I don't use TikTok, but I'm there. And then if you want to search for YouTube, it's Brian Javier. It's the first one that comes up. And my clothing brand launched its second collection, Broken Nostalgia, available now on realbrianj.com. And thank you, Chris, for having me.
No problem. Thank you for putting out fashion for all of us to be able to feel sexy in it.
Feel sexy.
It was yes. Great having you on. I hope all of you had a great day, had great listen. Come back to another episode. Bye, you guys. So remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment. You can follow me on Instagram at Chris Diva, and you can follow the pod at Hard Talks with Chris. And I want to give a special thanks to Jamison for letting me borrow his song Fuckable for the intro and outro.
Spend my day doing squats and then some push-ups to be the fatal attraction.